Well, well, well. Look who's back. Yeah, we're still gonna dive into the world of YouTube without any thumbnails because I don't give a damn. You know what I do give a damn about? You hitting that motherfucking button. Push the button. I swear to God, if you don't hit that button, I swear to God. Hit the button.
Losers fail publicly. Don't expect Lucky to get you out of this forever. Overwhelmed by this afternoon's activity, you feel yourself spinning out of control with the drinks, the pressure to perform, the rocking the ship. Smartly, pound a pitcher of water before everyone goes dark around you.
Ooh, you passed out. Drugs in the drink.
And turns out a quick nap was just what you need. When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow already back on shore, waving at the boat. I'm pretty sure that means it's time to head back and leave this yacht behind. What a shame, too. Chopper planned to serve, like, monkey brains as an entree. Oh, live monkey brains.
Ew.
Yeah.
Why did you pick him? He's awful.
Fucking hilarious. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? Oh, quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? You know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. Were you expecting some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudia usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Hey, Trickster's here.
Trickster! Look at him.
Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds of killers. And my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Oh, how do I do this? I feel like he's like super sneaky and sly, right?
Yeah, like a Loki.
Maybe like the Xeris that I did?
Yeah.
Hey there. Looking good, Crispy. Real good.
Oh, that's so creepy.
And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit the table if they sit side by side. Alright, look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think this is an error, but it's not. It's completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends of their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone's seated, we can begin dinner.
Tonight's meal was prepared slowly, carefully, with both love and hate. 12 hours over a spit.
We hope you'll enjoy. We really hope you do.
Hey! You didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating?
It's meat.
Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge.
My favorite.
Meat is good.
Meat is murder.
Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now?
I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true.
Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat.
Hey Crispy, you think what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat?
This took 12 hours.
True. We literally... Oh. We do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up that delectable meal.
Well, he's right for a change, because I am with my Brodex. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain.
First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like they're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood.
Ugh, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough, grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs.
The hell it is.
Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like.
Please stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth.
Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second there.
Hey, Crispy. This isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, dinner. Oh, it's Felix.
Damn.
Felix is fucking dead.
Damn, Felix.
Yeah, that's the other thing from Hattie's stories, that there's like an overlap happening between all the timelines and realms.
Okay.
He can tenderize it, yes.
This Mori, yes.
Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours, for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, it will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value of maintaining your tools. Yeah, it's Felix. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea! We'd hate for it to get cold.
He hated when it got cold.
Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Ah, here we go. Yeah.
Wait, who has a machete?
They do.
No. I mean,
I do.
Which killer in game?
Machete?
Yeah.
I mean, Trapper kind of has a machete. Ready for it this time.
Nice.
Wow. Hardcore minigamer, got it.
Hey.
Shit! Flawless. That was possibly the sexiest thing I've ever seen that didn't involve a dismemberment. Maybe we should skip dinner.
Oh no.
Settle down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And remember, Crispy, don't show all your cards just yet. You don't want them to expect anything.
I'm telling you, you are a killer. Anyway, dinner is finally served.
For real?
That's everything.
The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean,
Come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here? You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect.
well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could have been if they tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry?
The two best things about being dead is not having to eat.
That's only one thing.
Think about it, Crispy. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore.
Between the food and the behavior of this group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse, they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Look at that seagull!
I'm sorry?
This thing's gross.
I mean, all these feel like viable options.
Seagull time, baby. Wow! You ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Lame, Mr. Ray. Yeah, she's right, Crispy. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise.
Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here?
Yes, you did. Poor thing.
You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal. You've been standing in the sun.
But the seagull...
Uh-oh. You just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait. You haven't eaten. So it can't be poison. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey. It's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean. Not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here. And I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully, you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? I did that already.
What if Ocean is actually the like, I don't know what you call him, the fucking architect, the guy who has the all the tomes and stuff,
Could be.
and that's why he knows that there's so many paths because he's been time
The
traveling
narrator to the
around.
narrator? Yeah, could be. But this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. Gotta give it up as the ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of evidence. Advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. But the choices might be yours to make, but they're mine to reward. And if you want to truly succeed in this place, you'll need my help. They might be the observer.
Yeah, that's what his name is, the Observer.
You wake up to find Trapper holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool. I should have ate the thing. Oh,
It's fine.
it's alright. You had me worried there, passing out like that. I thought maybe you died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on this island without me killing them. You hear that? Nobody.
He likes you. There's hearts in the
Oh,
background
yeah,
now.
he likes me goddamn right. Thanks, I guess. Don't mention it. I mean that. Don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. That can't happen. I've got a reputation to uphold. Starting to understand. Oh, wait.
That's
Starting to understand, I think. You went down. Looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, the table would have been the one to crack open. Sure, it really hurt you, though. So, I figured a little ocean air might help wake you up, and I brought you down by the water. It's really thoughtful of you. What? A magnificently muscular, wealthy, artistically gifted Adonis can't also be thoughtful? Don't answer. Because it's obvious. Adonis was a pussy. Killed by a boar? Get out of here with that garbage. I do find myself in an unusual position, though. Despite the overwhelming probability that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet. So I'm here to talk to you like a regular human person.
Yes, the disrespect.
And right now, I'm worried that I might be coming off a bit too forceful. I know my mere presence can be intimidating, but I don't want you to get the wrong impression about me, or how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out there. I might possibly like you. Can't say that about everyone. Or really anyone else on this island. There's something different about you. You aren't like the others. Henceforth, I'll think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared with anyone in a long time. It's a big part of who I am, and I think you're ready for it.
Hell not what?
You watch the Trapper reaches into his singlet and pulls out.
Oh yeah.
God,
Is
no.
that why the hell not?
Some sort of rolled up scroll of paper.
It's just paper, y'all.
Thank you.
Just paper.
One of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. The arts have always been a passion of mine. Ooh, he's an artist.
Huh.
Would you like to see it? Yes. I'd love to. so excited you're ready to share this with me? Crabber does not unroll the paper to show it to you. He simply stares at you and watches your smile soften and fade. The longer he stares at you, the closer he seems to get.
Oh shit.
What an interesting response. Thanks. I hope. Crabber looks at you, piercing through your mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he turns and leaves. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped onto the strange island. Ah, it's these two. Only to find that Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they are waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary.
And attend each event as scheduled.
Playing sick for cute floor points was not part of this evening activities.
That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late.
Playing sick? No, there's no time for excuses.
Well, there is. But that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirt.
Go, 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 go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, campfire. Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular.
But someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule.
That means we're behind on time for evening activities.
And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky time, nighttime story.
Just one story. Your story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience.
You're telling us that only one person gets to share. How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group. That never goes well.
Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize it's probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole scheduling thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I pass out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie?
Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule, even once?
Damn it, Donald! If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood. Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on! You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice.
We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us.
I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. We still get started on story time, so they changed his name to nobody.
Crispy, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name.
You fucked it up.
God damn it, Claudette.
Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Let's go! I choose you! Go! Trapper! Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will you? Yes, of course you want to hear my story. It's a good one, and an old one, too. This is an infamous tale about two young friends from my hometown. Best buds who did everything and anything together. Fish, hunt, fight, skip rocks, climb the tallest trees, climb the highest peaks. The more dangerous something was, the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed one day when the slightly older friend asked the other for a favor. My father doesn't want me going out with you anymore. He said we're dangerous together. We take risks we shouldn't. If I keep hanging out with you, he says one day I'm gonna get hurt. You think you could come by and tell my dad we'll be careful so that we could still be friends? Of course, he said, the other friend, who was always eager to please his best mate. So the two went to see the concerned father, who puffed away at his pipe as he listened to every promise his son's pal made about being more cautious. But then the slightly younger, slightly smaller boy finished. His friend's father responded, stone-faced. No, sorry. This is best for both of you. I don't want my son hanging out with you anymore. And that's that. The young boy was so crestfallen he left immediately. No one could see him cry. No one would see him cry. We would not give them the satisfaction. Especially because if they did, they might tell others in town, and they'd think him weak. Worse, his own father would would never forgive his son for letting others see him that way. But he was too upset to go home right away, or be spotted on the path. So instead, he sat outside his friend's house in the little hiding spot they had often sat in during rainstorms, or when they didn't want anyone to see them trading interesting rocks they dug up. Oh shit. It was quiet as he stifled his own tears. And that's when he heard it. A sound and an odor wafting alongside the pipe smoke. The pipe smoke carried on dark winds. Betrayal. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him anymore, but I didn't want to tell him that. He'd be a big baby about it. It's okay, I get it. Don't blame you at all. Don't blame you at all either. He's soft and needy. You need some strong friends. Said that backwards. No, I got it. Someday you really would have ended up getting hurt because of him. You need friends that you can rely on. Rapper looks angry. The muffled tear stops in the hiding spot that had been a pit of sadness, now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. If anyone passed him on the path, all they saw was determination. That night he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner. He slept no sleep. Next day he got up early, sat near the tallest tree in the woods by his former friend's house. It was one tree no kid in town had ever conquered. Its top remained untouched. He remained there till dark, before he finally went home. He did this for 8 days. On the 9th, his old mate finally passed by. "Hey, what you doing there?" asked Judas. Judas?
Betrayal.
"Nothing. Out hunting squirrels. And sat down to eat this apple," lied the younger boy. "Oh, yeah, sure. I hope you're okay. I can't believe my dad did that. It's so unfair." "Yes, it's truly unthinkable," answered the boy, through a smile that carried no warmth. "Yeah, well, okay. I'll see you around." Before the betrayer could leave, his old friend called out to him, "I'm gonna climb this tree, and I'm gonna make it to the top." "The hell you are! No one can do that, and they definitely can't do it by themselves." He had him. "I can, and I will. I understand why you can't, though. Your dad said you're afraid you'll get hurt." "I'm not afraid. He's afraid," replied the friend, now seething with shame and with his own rage. "Oh, I forgot what my dumb old father said. I'll do it with you. You'll see I'm not afraid." So the two climbed and climbed, each making it higher than they had ever had before. They continued to climb, but whether they would have reached the top will never be known, because the turncoat, the boy who made his father lie to him, fell before he could make it all the way up. Some say it was no accident, that his old chum pushed him. But how could he? He was the weak one after all. Of course, such a weak child could never send his best friend to his death. That was an accident. Tragic for sure, but nothing more. Of course.
Oh shit. Trapper killed his best friend.
A month later, no one could explain how the dead boy's father choked to death on his own pipe. Yeah. Definitely a good call on staying quiet after that. Silence really is the best at a time like this.
Shit!
What about you, Crispy? What do you think of my tale?
I don't know. I feel like if you say that, he's gonna swing.
Were you the boy in that story? What a stupid, stupid question. That note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all 7 seconds because Trickster shows up. He's blaring his latest song. "Hey, baby." No, is that the voice?
It's a
"Hey,
little
baby.
heavy. There you go.
You look lonely. I join you? Let's wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby.
Yikes. Fucking yikes.
Cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about it. I should have said it was a good story to please
It was
Trapper, right? It was a good story. Trapper approaches you. Finally, those dweebs are gone. Now that I know we're totally alone, we could really talk. What?
Later.
But let's get away from this ash and smoke and take a dip in the pool. Whether it's water, sweat, or my enemy's blood, I prefer my muscles glistening, not dried. A dip in the pool with the Trapper. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him. Enough like that. Just don't forget our little talk.
Oh shit.
Gotta make the right choices. I didn't make them. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're pretty sure your killer companion can handle it. I'll never see Trapper the same again. He's just one big cuddle bear.
Yeah, big ol' himbo.
Trapper looks surprisingly relaxed. It's definitely weird. Okay. Small bubbles rising up in the water around him might have something to do with that. Ew.
Gross.
Look, Crispy. I don't want to reveal anything in front of the others. You never know when a loser is really a maggot. That's canon. Calls all the workers like maggots. Like, they're not people.
Right.
Now, though, I want to hear what you really thought of my story. What was its real purpose?
Vengeance his darkness? I mean, it's a story about him getting revenge for a perceived betrayal. Because the friend essentially had his dad lie and say that the dad didn't want them hanging out, when the reality was the kid didn't want to hang out with him.
Okay. Child of vengeance leads you down a dark path. Interesting. And illuminating. Battle run. Trapper stares at you for only a moment before looking up at the stars. Then he turns back to you and stares for way too long. He's still staring. He stares for such a long time, it becomes quite romantic. And then, as it keeps going on, it becomes downright horrifying. A chill runs down your spine. Finally, Dwight and Claudette show up and say everyone is reconvening at the fire pit. How dare you interrupt me? I mean, us. No, wait, me. I meant me. Trapper throws his cleaver at Dwight and Claudette's feet. Oh. Where the hell was he even hiding this cleaver? More importantly, what do you think of his cleaver toss? See how scared they both look? That was amazing. Serves those servants right. I gotta please Trapper. Clever wordplay. You're alright by me. Hell yes!
A token!
Give me the fucking specimen token number 2! Trapper flips you a gold coin, which he definitely was keeping in his crotch. It's too warm to have been anywhere else. You feel your toes tingling and notice the temperature has dropped significantly. It's getting chilly in the water. Usually it's so warm around you. You mind if I snuggle up your way? Hell yeah. Token time?
Yeah.
Yes, I do mind.
Oh shit. Before we spend too much time watching you sit there all alone, trying to figure out exactly what you're doing with your life.
Oh, we figured to let you know that it's time for bed.
And you're kind of the last person out enjoying facilities, so, well, the thing is, you see...
We can't really get our night started until yours ends, so...
Pack it up, kiddo.
Your fireside sleeping arrangement await. So they do this in the daytime and then...
And then at night, they go and they kill survivors.
Okay. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling ember, you think about Trapper's story. Are you being led to your demise by an untrusty narrator? Hey, wait a second. I swear to you that you're not. Come on. You gotta trust me at least a little more than you trust Trapper. Before you can dwell on your fate, too much on your fate, Claudia and Dwight arrive. They're now familiar, creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that by the firelight.
We must apologize for the accommodations.
Oh, shit. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're gonna make you comfortable. Or die trying! They hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire.
Perhaps some music will put you at ease.
Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Aha, okay. Yep. You don't gotta explain this every time. I'm ready. Go. Yep, you examine it, and inside you might adjust the dial and fix it. Oh, shit.
Oh, which one were you supposed to pick? Oh, okay, I see. It's just to pick a state. Okay. What do you
Is this
hear?
someone's chase music? Alright, no matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. I should listen to them all. Oh, my bad. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? You already know. Trapper, are you around? I was wondering if I can get a little company. Trapper tells you his secret for falling asleep when he's feeling restless. A heavy bearskin blanket is all you need. If that doesn't work, I just go for a late night walk and punch the first person I come across. You're a real charmer, Trapper. I'm not sure if I'm brave enough to kill a bear or skilled enough to skin it. You're certainly not either of those things, as far as I can tell.
Goddamn Trapper.
Here, hold on to this. Try not to hurt yourself.
It's instead
Give
of
me the token.
instead of a monkey's claw, you got a bear.
I got a bear claw. Complete with sharp claws. It's like the most aggro version of a rabbit's foot you've ever seen. So I got a charm. Like charm that they hang on the hooks and shit.
Yeah.
Finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but now that you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Had a good time on the private yacht today, huh? That comforting rocking sensation? That was all me. Oh yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. You awake suddenly, you see someone moving over you. You wake up, you find Spirit sitting beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Shh. Clearly, she has noticed that you're awake, but she hasn't actually looked at you. It seems like she's pretty focused on that book. Shh! Sorry. Seems like forever as she stares at the pages before finally shutting the book and setting it down.
Oh, you're awake.
Never mind.
I saw you with the Trapper right before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better.
Catty.
It's completely by accident. I even saw them over here. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. This was simply the best reading light, and the text of my book is very, very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously mind your own business types, not phony look out for each other as an excuse for just being nosy types. But, well, since you're here and I'm here, maybe we've got other things in common. Who knows? If we spent a little more time together tomorrow, we might find that, I don't know, we get along. And by get along, I mean exist simply and comfortably without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person.
Next playthrough.
Or not. Whatever. I don't even care.
I don't even care.
I don't even care.
Even care.
Bye.
Good night and sweet dreams to you too, I guess. Finally alone, for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera.
I think today went well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent, and that didn't end up in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do? Okay. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that, I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphim. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down so easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time, major buzzkill, and Trapper, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human. I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life.
If I'm being honest, I just want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time. Or I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. For now. One false step in. Well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason. And they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm gonna kill you, Chiron guy. Is it Chiron? Or Sharon?
Chiron?
Whatever. I'm not really sure how I feel about Crispy. On one hand, everyone I've ever cared about has met an awful fate, so it's probably good for Crispy if they just keep ignoring me. On the other hand, there's something about them that could maybe work out my plan, or for me. Ooh. Ooh.
Maybe Wraith is trying to get out? You know, I think I learned a lot about myself today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity and only my creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. Now I know it.
Still alive, baby.
Hey!
Wraith has a plan to get out.
I think he's trying to get out. Because he's, well, but also Spirit is, Spirit's also one of the ones who, like,
plan.
Isn't a...
Alright.
Yeah.
You open your eyes, the sun's shining, it's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. Long rest. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down by the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Talk about sexy, here comes Trickster, carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful.
Hate it.
I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off.
It's a literal cup of joe.
Oh my god.
It's a literal cup of joe.
Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island.
Okay, other island has to be the torture island.
The fog.
Yeah.
Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the Never mind. He left.
Also, I love the detail of his bat being like an inflatable bat.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get his name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place that gives a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review, not an eternal prison of pain.
And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps the with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you, so can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition. I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even in this place, even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review, if it were crafted with love, and that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean's right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. And whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, it's not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. This has to be about Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, but also, they did mention earlier where they're like, anything you think seems wrong is a choice. Yeah. So, two things can be true.
We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Yeah, that's
Yep.
Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee.
Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago.
They always do this on the second morning.
Sad, really.
Even if they do make some great points.
Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree.
Can we please move on?
Yes, of course. Apologies, Crispy.
The last few minutes aside, have you really been enjoying your time on the island? Yeah.
Yes, it's been entertaining.
It really has. How else can I describe my stay on the island besides really entertaining? Wow! 10 stars, here we come! Can someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope!
We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place.
Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? You got it. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Crispy, will never say anything negative about my stay here on the island. Perfect!
Delightful.
Excellent.
That's freaky.
Yes. Yes.